All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is. And right here, we are back. It's 2024, and we have the amazing talented, that's right, we got Mac Juice back in the building. Mac, how are you doing tonight, man? This fine Saturday night, I should say.
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great, man. I can't complain, man. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, doing best I can possibly be, man. Just enjoying my weekend back home with the family. I'm in college doing my thing, so trying my best to run the college aspect of my life, but also have my bread and butter with it, man. College is the bread. You know what I mean? These interviews are the butter, man. So I'm trying to make sure I can do both and enjoy both at the same time.
Yes, sir, man. That's the best way to live. That's the best way to go, man.
All right, man, I hear you on that, man. I've been doing the interviews on Thursdays and Saturdays. So many people still hit me up and was like, man, I need an interview. I don't want to wait that long. It's like, there's nothing much I can do, man. You got to wait, you know what I mean? Because I only have 2 days a week.
Yes, sir. Hey, they gotta wait, man. You gotta be patient.
And I do know during our first interview, we covered a lot of stuff, man. So, of course, I'm not going to ask you how you got in the music industry. If people want to learn that aspect of your career, they can definitely go back and check out the very first interview we did here on Outlaw Radio FM. But with that being said, man, obviously you took a little bit of a hiatus, man. I was wondering if you could actually just tell us a bit more about that. And, of course, what actually made you decide to reemerge into the music industry, man? Because like I said in our first interview, and I'll still say this today, man, you were one of the best MCs that I ever actually heard, man. So I'm so glad to just see you back in the music industry, in the hip hop game, doing what you do best, and that's spitting those rhymes.
Man, the reason I got back into it because I couldn't leave it alone. And then I was just sitting on I was sitting on music and like, some of my peers and my loved ones was like, man, bro, you need to keep going, bro. I had took the hiatus to focus on my life. I had dropped like 95 pounds. I just started putting my focus into my weight loss journey. Started putting my focus into other business ventures. I'm currently an IT student trying to complete that and just really trying to diversify my portfolio. Getting financially trying to become financially free.
And also, as well, man, congratulations on school, bro. Definitely the best choice anybody can make, man. I know you can do that, bro. I know you can get that IT degree, man, because you're a smart individual, bro. So trust me, that diploma's coming, dude.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, but man, anything possible. Once you put your head down and grind, man. Don't never limit yourself, man. Anything and everything possible. Once you keep keep uh keep getting better 1% every day.
And also, as well, man, October 25th of 2019, you actually released the amazing 8-track album titled Through My Four Eyes. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us, looking back on that earlier album, can you tell us a bit more about that? And of course, is it actually still out there to be streamed or purchased today, man? Because this album is still absolutely one of my favorites, and it's still in still in my playlist today.
Man, so that first one, when I first threw my four eyes, man, it was the first one, just me just really putting together a project and really seeing where I'm at lyrically and beat making. But I have gotten so much better. Each project I have got so much better. But that one was like, man, let's get it out there, let's give it out to the world, and I just went for it, bro.
And it definitely is a phenomenal project. I do know 1 year later, right during the height of COVID, you actually dropped the second installment as well in this series, which is a volume 2 that was compiled of 12 phenomenal tracks. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about that. And of course, how did the COVID pandemic actually, unfortunately, just affect this album, man? Because I do know during the pandemic, some people, I saw a lot of record sales, and some people unfortunately didn't see very many at all, which sucked honestly. But it was definitely just the height of those times, man. They never really knew where the music industry was.
For me, I just had to. I just for me during the pandemic, man. It was a little rough, but I just kept like I stuck to my program. I was like, man, I'm not gonna let this affect me. I just kept going to the studio, and by the grace of God, like studios are still open, and so I just went for what I know, man. I just kept recording music, and I like I said, man, I just always try to put my best foot forward, and I did that. I felt like that was another good project during the pandemic, and I just kept applying pressure because one thing where everybody being stuck in the house, somebody's gonna listen to this music, and somebody gonna like the music, man. And so I was like, man, you know what? Why not? Why not? You got all this time in your hands. At the time, I got laid off from my job, and so I was like, you know what? I was still getting money, so I was like, hey, let's go. Don't let this pandemic stop you. Come on, let's go. So, and that's what I did, man.
I hear you on that, man. The crazy thing is during the pandemic, I will say obviously it was a sad time. We lost a lot of amazing individuals, friends, family, even hip hop individuals, lost their lives. But during the pandemic as well, man, we saw a lot of creativity. The music industry was bumping from a musical standpoint, like albums, singles, EPs, LPs dropping left, right, and center. No one was touring. I saw so much inspiration just come from hip hop in general, man. It was definitely a sad time, but also a good time for hip hop as well, man, because it graced us with a lot of amazing projects, just like through my 4 as Volume 2.
Yeah, man. COVID was rough, man. The world was out shocked. The world had never seen nothing like this before. So, man, a lot of trials and tribulations during that time, man. During that 2020 period, man, I lost both of my parents, and so I had to readjust my mindset and to keep going and keep pushing. So the music, it got me inspired to like keep going, keep pushing. So yeah, man, it was rough, man. It was rough, man, because once you lock down in the house, nothing is open. So what is there to do? What do you do with your time? So, with me, I just got creative.
And also, I just got to give a giant shout out to Trey Boogie of Boogie's Flava out there in San Diego. He's watching right now. He's another individual that I got to get you connected with, man. He does hip hop interviews as well out there on the West Coast. Phenomenal platform, phenomenal individual. Big supporter of our station as well, so just wanted to give him a huge shout out. And after the interview, I'll actually shoot you his Instagram, man, so you can get linked up with him, man. Phenomenal individual.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you, man. Let's go, man. Man, I'm open, bro. I'm ready to push
Hey, man,
myself and get myself out to the world, man.
You think I do great interviews, man? Just wait till you get in contact with Trey Boogie, man. That guy has like the whole get up, man. He'll have like the sound effects going as well, the horns, the cheers, and it's like, man, come on, dude. Like you're making your boy Immortal looking bad over here. But no, all jokes aside, Trey Boogie's a phenomenal individual, bro. So honestly, one of the coolest individuals I actually ever met in the music industry, man. We came across one another because I interviewed one of his friends and he hit me up, and honestly, bro, definitely one of the coolest business relationships, man. So definitely, I'll get you two linked up and whatnot after the interview, man, so you guys can talk business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Trey. Shout out to you, man.
But also as well, man, since it is Super Bowl weekend, I have to bring this up, man, because obviously tomorrow is a Super Bowl, and I noticed as well on your Instagram, I did a deep dive looking way back, and I know you know this one's coming, but you actually had the opportunity to actually meet NFL legend Otis McKinney. I was wondering, looking back on the story of that photo, since it is Super Bowl weekend, we got to talk a little bit of football, man. What was it like actually meeting one of NFL's finest?
Man, it was beautiful, man. Just sitting there, got to pick his brain about the game and get to learn from a player standpoint, especially that time in that era of football. Well, I want to say like 80s, early late 70s, early 80s. So man, I really got to pick his brain, and we talked about what the game is like right now. So it was fun, man. It was fun talking to him, man. Legendary Raider. You know what I'm saying? And, one thing about the Raiders is, even though we only got 3 Super Bowls, man, but we're a historic franchise. So I, that I'm excited. And then, this Super Bowl, you got the Raiders versus the 49ers. That was big. That was big in the Bay Area. And then, the Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, that's a divisional rivalry. So it don't get no better than that, man. So it's like, man, you got the good and you got the bad. I'm rooting
And
for
well,
it, man. This Super Bowl gonna be hard, man. I really don't know. It's gonna be rough. I don't know. I feel like the 49ers got a good defense, but you got Patrick Mahomes on there. I want to say what he a 3-time Super Bowl champ. Hey, he got a legacy, so it's gonna be good.
and I gotta ask, man, because obviously, just from a fan standpoint, like obviously not betting and whatnot, who do you actually want to see get that Super Bowl ring this year, man? Because I gotta say, I gotta go with the West Coast, man. I got nothing but love for the West Coast. I gotta go with San Francisco 49ers, man. I gotta go with the Bay. I gotta go with San Francisco.
Man, like I said, Patty's fighting for a legacy, but Frisco, the West Coast is in Vegas, so I can't be mad if Frisco winning. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not
That's
gonna be
true, man.
mad. I'm not gonna be mad at either one, but I root for Frisco too, man.
I actually saw as well that actually one of the members of one of the players of the San Francisco 49ers, one of his high school friends actually wrote in a yearbook, what do you actually see one of your classmates doing someday or something like that, and he's like, getting the chance to see, him win an actual Super Bowl. So and now he's in the Super Bowl, so it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I think that to me, I think that man just predicted the future, man.
Man, that's dope, bro. That's dope. It's kind of like when you watching the game and they be interviewing the players and you see like when the players is kids before they grow up, they be like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they put NFL player and next thing you know they in the league, man. Uh I went to high school at Deer Valley in Antioch, California, and on the out and I was practicing with Taiwan Jones, and he got drafted by Buffalo, but he ended up coming to the Raiders later on in his career. So, man, you just never know how life works sometimes, man.
And also as well, March 16th of 2022, you actually released your most recent studio album titled The Introverted Way. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a story and inspiration behind this album. And of course, are there actually any hard copies available for the Mac Juice fans to actually secure? And that way they can bump it in their ride if they do still got them CD players actually intact.
No, I will be pressing up hard copies for the fans that want to purchase them. That still have tape players and CDs. That will be coming soon. But the inspiration behind the introverted way, that really was really based off my personality. I'm very outgoing person, but at times I do like being introverted. I have no problem sitting alone and being by myself. I grew up. I'm the only child that my mother had, so it's like I spend a lot of time alone by myself, and I had to keep myself busy and play with myself. So the introverted way, the inspiration behind that was morely so just like just being introverted. Sometimes not wanting to be in bother with people, or people not talking about nothing. They don't have no goals in life, and it's like, man, I'm trying to do something big and bigger with my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I have sometimes, it's cool to have fun and party, but man, it also can be a distraction as well too. So man, like once again, that's another project. I just want to put my best foot forward and just talk about how I'm just being an introverted, because at times, like I said, man, I'm outgoing. I'm very outgoing, but sometimes I just let it keep to myself.
And I gotta say, man, that whole album, man, is absolutely dope, man. Definitely my favorite project by you. I listen to that all the time, and one of my favorite songs, man, off that project that I thoroughly enjoy is actually the song Marvin Gaye that you actually did alongside Outlaw's affiliate Actual. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a story behind that collaboration, and of course, how did you actually get linked up with Actual?
So I got linked up with Astro. So one day I just hit him on Twitter, and I was listening to the Outlaws. Shout out to the Outlaws, Eddie Young. Shout out to them, man. And I was listening to the Outlaws. I'm like, who is this singing? So I end up looking. I'm like, okay, actual. So then I go on YouTube and type in his name. Then I start listening to his music. I'm like, oh man, bro is phenomenal. He can sing. And then I hit sent the DM on Twitter, and ever since then, man, we've been locked in, and the rest is history. Shout out to Actual.
And
But
I
the
gotta
but
say
the
as well, man,
inspiration behind
actual
that song,
is. Oh no, I was gonna say
oh, go
quickly,
ahead. I'm
actual is
sorry.
like I agree with you, man. Actual's oh sorry, I was gonna say actual is such an amazing singer, man. Like honestly, has the voice of a god in my honest opinion, man. The harmonies that man can produce is just through the roof, man.
Man, he's a wonderful, wonderful singer, man. I like, man, man, everything that we do is always it always turns out great. So I love it, man. Shout out to Actually, man.
And I gotta ask, man, because I do know you were just about to actually say before I accidentally interrupt there about the inspiration behind Marvin Gaye, man. I was wondering if you tell us a little bit more about just the song, man, because obviously Marvin Gaye is such a powerful individual within the African American community as well.
Yeah, the inspiration behind it, Marvin Gaye, I just felt the vibe, and so as I'm writing the hook, I'm like, man, it sounds like some smooth, real mellow. So one thing that came to my head, I'm like, man, it sounds like some Marvin Gaye type. So I was like, I wrote the hook and I had actual singing, and man, it came out good. I was like, oh yeah, let's go. So then we got one. But I mean, I love that's one of my favorite songs too.
Yeah, man, I gotta say, I would definitely love to see just an EP or a project which is you and actual banging songs out together, man. You know, him on the chorus, you on the hooks, easily right there, man. In my honest opinion, would be the album of the year, man, because this song you guys had amazing chemistry on it. So I can only imagine just hearing a full length album with you guys just banging out tracks at one by one by one, man. It would be absolutely phenomenal.
Man, you know what? In the future, man, we definitely gonna have to lock in and work on that. We tried to work on it. This 2023, it didn't fall the way I went through, but we're gonna be working on something.
Hey man, I honestly though, I still have actual on Facebook after all these years, and I see how busy that man is. That man gets features after features after features. I mean, amazing artists like yourselves, man, pretty much have him locked in the studio, man. Like that man can't get out. He's getting business left, right, and center, man. And his turnaround time is phenomenal as well. I can't even believe how much inquiries he gets, but yet how quickly he gets everything back to people, man. I don't know. I'd be backed up like New York City traffic, pulling out my hair, man.
Yeah, man, he does this thing, man. He sends it right back within like 1 or 2 days, and man, every time I hear it, every time I send him something, he's sending right back. I'm like, oh man, this is fire. So like, yeah, man, shout out to Actual, man. Definitely, he definitely legendary and definitely a go to my eyes.
And also as well, man, January 25th of 2024, so just last month, you had the opportunity to actually release your most recent single titled Comfort Zone, which is an absolute banger, just to say the least, man. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about your most recently released single, and of course, where can we buy or stream ourselves a copy of it today? Because like I said again, man, I gotta say it again. This song's an absolute banger. When that beat hits, I gotta say first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, you play this song, and your eardrums melt, or your headphones melt, or your speakers melt. Mac Juice is not liable for any speaker malfunctions or speaker fires that happens during the listening of Comfort Zone, man. You know, he's not liable, so listen at your own risk.
Man, the Comfort Zone, man. So the inspiration behind it was just me as a person getting outside my comfort zone. Like I said, I talk about me being introverted, but you can't be introverted all the time. So you have to socialize, and you have to promote yourself more. So it just getting outside your comfort zone. It's just me pushing myself to the limit. Me just me put my best foot forward, me put myself out there to the universe, and man, just reaping the benefits. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life we could be stagnant or be comfortable. But sometimes when you get out of a comfortable situation into an uncomfortable situation, it becomes comfortable, and then you like, oh, this wasn't this bad. You know what I'm saying? So that really was the inspiration behind it. Um, you can find my latest single, "Comfort Zone," man. On all is available on all platforms, and I will be dropping a project soon called "Nothing But Honesty," with Comfort Zone being the lead single.
And just diving into nothing but honesty, man. I do know obviously this album obviously isn't released. It's something you're working on. But from what you are allowed to speak of and what you are willing to speak about, you tell the Mac Juice fans what can we actually expect from this up and coming album, and of course, like when is the estimated release date of it as well?
Man, so the estimated release date will be coming soon. I got like two more songs to knock out. I really been taking my time with it, and my engineer he had went out of the country, so I'm gonna wait till he get back. Cause we got a vibe, so I really want to lock in with the engineer. Um, Man, what you gonna get from this Nothing But Honesty project, man, is just me being honest about myself, where I've been at in the past few years of my life, my upbringing, and just me being vulnerable. I'm not scared to let the world know, what's going on in my life or what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, and the project is very relatable. You know what I'm saying? You may be out there, you may be a single man, you may ain't had no, you may not have sex in a while, but hey, you still alive, you still take care of yourself, and having sex is not the end all be all. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. Maybe you could have spent that time, instead of chasing women, you could have been, focusing on yourself, man, focusing on your health, taking care of yourself, handling your business, man. Things like that, man. So yeah, man. Nothing but honesty. That's coming soon, y'all. So y'all stay tuned for that.
And I gotta ask, man, what is next for yourself, Mac Juice? Because obviously we just spoke about your absolute banger of a single. You know what I mean? And then of course, nothing but honesty. Your most recently new album that you're currently working on right now that's coming out soon. But what is next for yourself, Mac Juice, man? Is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's interview? Anything else you still want to touch on, talk about, or promote? But we still got you here live on 97.7 FM.
Man, what's next for me is just continuing to grow as an artist, continue to get better with the music, continue to push the music, more video shoots. I will be shooting a video to Comfort Zone very soon, so y'all can look out for that. I'm just growing as a person in life, man. Not only as Matches, but as D'Angelo Rocket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm continuing to grow up, man. Working on my health, working on myself. I've been addicted to self improvement lately. So man, I'm just in my bag, man. Just really trying to be the best version of myself.
Hey man, self improvement is the best route to go, man. Honestly, I remember when you said you were working on your weight loss journey as well. I was doing the same thing, man. I'm hitting up the gym as well, and honestly, man, there's no better feeling than coming out of that gym, man. I say this to everyone, man. Going to the gym when you after a good solid workout, man, it feels better than sex. Like straight up, man. Like it
Yes.
feels good, bro.
Yeah, man. Like once you start taking care of yourself, eating better, and taking care of your health, like man, like things like like your gut health is connected to your mental health, and so man, long as you putting love inside your body and good energy, that's gonna be reciprocated. People can see these things, and so man, ain't no telling what you could do. Ain't no telling what you could. You could take over the world if you want to. And it's a good feeling. It is better than sex. It is better than sex because we live in a world where the world is so negative, but you have to continue to put good energy and surround yourself with good energy. So man, good things that come to you, man.
And man, that's the best way. That's the best way to look at it. Three things that I love doing now, man, is positive energy, being around people with positive energy, working out, and eating healthy, man. You live by those three things, you're gonna feel like a better man easily.
Yes, sir. I agree. And make sure you get between 7 hours and 8 sleep. Drink a lot of water. Eat your fruits and vegetables. And man, ain't no telling what you could do, man. As long as you put your head down, believe in yourself, and keep going. Don't never give up on your dreams, your goals. It ain't never too late. I'm 35. I always thought it was too late for me to do anything, but it's like, man, it ain't never too late. Don't never give up on yourself.
Hey man, just in the words of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, dude, always eat those green vegetables. Always eat them
Yes,
green
sir.
vegetables.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Mac, before we part ways here tonight, obviously, man, like I know how to follow you on social media, but for the individuals that are just discovering Mac Juice here tonight, or they might have lost their social media and lost contact with you, man, how do they go about following yourself across all social media platforms, man? And of course, man, drop some shout outs, man, if you have any family, friends, or colleagues watching here tonight that you want to show some love to.
Man, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody that ever supported me, ever took a listen to my music. It is much appreciated. I thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart, man. It mean a lot to me. I remember years ago before I started back rapping. I wasn't even gonna rap no more. I was just gonna be done with it. But I kept coming back to the music, and for me to get the reviews and spawns that I'm getting about my music, it means so much to me. So man, I'm never gonna let y'all down. Far as y'all where y'all can follow me at, man, it's at MacJuice88 on X, which is formerly Twitter. And then, you can hit me on the gram. If you want to ask me a question or you just want to leave a comment, whatever. Man, I'll talk back. You talk to me, I'll talk back, man. I'll never be a stranger to you. So, man, peace, love, and positivity. That's what I'm pushing, man.
And I gotta say, Mac, thank you so much for coming back on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM, man. It's great to reconnect with you, man. It's great to have you back on the station and chop it up. Honestly, dude, like I said, you're a phenomenal hip hop artist. Don't give up on that dream. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because, man, you have something very special, man, in your music. Not just the lyrics, but the delivery, the lyricism, the energy, the inspiration. Everything about you is the definition of hip hop, man. So keep doing it, man. Keep making that music, and we here at Outlaw Radio FM are definitely gonna keep spinning it, bro. So thank you so much for your time, and keep making that music, bro. Because definitely you have some serious, excuse my language, but serious fucking talent.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. It mean the world to me. Shout out to you, DJ Murdo, for giving me your platform, man. I appreciate it, man. Playing my records and man, bigging me up, man, as an artist, man. I appreciate that, man. It mean the world to me, man. Shout out to you, man. Keep doing your motherfucking thing, man. Excuse my language, but keep on, man, pushing the
Hey,
issue.
man.
Keep getting better, bro. Keep doing it, man.
Hey, man. No worries, dude. At the end of the day, too, just like we were 5 years ago, man, right up to 2024, we're uncensored as well, man. Me personally, as an interview, I just don't like swearing because I like keeping it 100 and professional, but sometimes you just got to say the word fuck to get your point across, bro. And honestly, when
Yeah.
it comes to your music, you're fucking amazing, bro. So you keep making that dope music, bro. And we'll definitely keep playing it here at Outlaw Radio FM.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. And I will be sending you some records soon. Right after this interview. So I'm about to send that to you. So man, I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, man, you already know I'll get it spinning ASAP, bro. Thank you so much again, Mac. We definitely shall talk soon, man. And definitely have yourself a phenomenal night. And of course, man, enjoy that Super Bowl tomorrow, man. It's definitely going to be one hell of a game. Who shall prevail? We shall find out tomorrow night as well.
Hey man, shout out to you, man. Shout out to everything you doing, man. Enjoy your weekend, man. And we gonna have a ball, man. Until next time, man. You already know, man. We locked in, DJ Armato, for sure.
Hey, man, you already know, bro. We definitely shall talk soon, man. Have yourself a great night, bro.
All right, you too. Peace, DJ.